Well said, Doug. Daryl's got two. He's 2-0, and but I'm going Vile War. Angry sounding Jim. I don't even know what it was.
It was meant to be romantic, okay?
That's
important,
romantic,
right?
like,
I'm sure he's very romantic.
It was borderline harasser, to be fair.
Okay, let's go, Fabio. You know, he's in great shape. Spectacular shape.
He is in good shape.
Yeah. That's the thing. But you can never tell, right? Grappling, they can be built like bowling balls.
Exactly. Big shoulders, could punch out. Depends on how his condition.
Hey.
But this is Daryl. He's looking pretty stacked.
I'm telling you, kids at home, probably intermittent fasting. Best way of getting laid. I didn't mean laid, I meant ripped.
Ripped. There's
oh, here we go. We got Daryl ringside.
Here we go.
Ringside
Here we go.
He's about to make his entry. He's wearing nice tight orange shorts.
I know. Nice tight orange shorts. Gotta love the orange shorts.
So now this is more of an international incident.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I'm gonna call the Prime Minister.
But
what
then
are we going to do?
We haven't really fought France for a long time. Like, it was the Napoleonic Wars when we fought France, wasn't it? It's like, man, it's a long time ago.
Can you recreate Waterloo?
Yeah. I mean, Sean Bean and Sharp, that kind of stuff. You know?
We're going to be proud of your history, Glenn. You have to be proud of your history. You know, everyone tells me that because I'm Canadian, I don't have a history.
Fabio, you did have a history, you just don't know about it.
Fabio, a lot of consonants in my name from Lyon, France. He gets a round of applause. You know, there's some people here that are ready, are here just to cheer on the fights.
I'm guessing he may be from France, but I'm guessing he's because there's another couple of fighters from our war.
That transfers well. These guys are both 82 kilos.
Whoa! Oh dear!
That slipped. That was a serious slip.
That's probably from the previous fight with Marty Wolf and his sweaty Ringo hugs.
Sweaty boy. He was very, very sweaty. You know, three rounds will make you sweaty. I guess they got to towel it off a little bit. We'll have that done.
So, hey.
Unless that was a really excellent way of pulling guard. You know?
I don't think he was.
I bet you he saw Eddie Bravo versus Hoyler Gracie 2 at Metamoris, and he was like, "I'm gonna pull guard."
Yeah, we better see an electric chair in a minute.
All right, let's see the lockdown. Come on, you gotta switch those hips.
Lockdown, electric chair him. At the moment, we're not sure how this gone. Would he have been in this position normally?
But again, not a jiu-jitsu fight. Yeah, well, obviously not. The chain of events. Let's not go back.
Is there head shots on the ground on this? So
A class, yes.
Yes. Isn't it?
We gotta start dropping some righteous defeatist bombs.
But is there elbows to the head?
No.
No.
Everybody's got to work on
that. Is that A+, isn't it?
Come on now. When it comes to professional guys, you know, they're out there. They're doing a bit. Maybe you have a lifestyle where you can get away with that. But I know because I was teaching. But these two boys here working in guard with one butterfly hook in has Fabio Sgmma. I think Fabio's looking to do a bit of a sweep, but maybe he's overcomplicating it a bit. You just have to push those hips off. You're in an MMA fight. If he comes back on you, whatever, you ended up in full guard. Oh, he passes over that butterfly. It looks. And he ends up back in half guard.
Yeah, some little shots to the body.
Ggilson. And this is exhausting work, calling this fight.
Yeah.
No, this is exhausting work, being on the bottom and Buddy Boy's on top of you. Yeah, referee's calling for a little bit of action.
Yeah,
like,
there's not many strikes coming from Daryl on top, is there? It's like
this isn't an amateur fight. This isn't all they can do. Let's get them back up and, let's see if they can look for
It's what the crowd want as well, Steve. It's what the crowd want.
Finishes, man. That's what's important in MMA.
Do you know what I mean? They've come here with, I don't know, looking quite busy now.
But again, I hate to be masochistic like that. I hate to be violent like that because there is a bit of a risk there, but you gotta keep yourself safe. And there you go. There's the big right hand.
Good shot.
Big right hand from Daryl. He's spinning for a knee bar. Yeah, Fabio Sgmma spinning for a knee bar. Ends up on top.
Nice.
Good.
Very good transition.
In the guard though, and it looks like it. At least so far, Daryl is establishing himself as the greater force.
Someone's cut.
Someone's cut. I think it's Fabio. He's on top and he's bleeding all on Daryl's body. He jumps for the back, but slips off. Position and submission, folks. That's always something important. But when you're bleeding...
He's bleeding a lot.
Yeah.
I think is that his left eye's cut over? Or is it his nose?
I think it might be coming out of his nose because that's where it seemed permeated.
Yeah, I think it's the nose.
Yep. And that can happen to anybody.
It's going to hurt his breathing there, isn't it?
Yep. And that'll affect later on in the rounds. On top.
So
inside control finishing this, and then you've got to give this to Daryl Ggilson then.
Yeah.
Ggilson. Oh! You can get... Oh. How many times does that happen to you in BJJ class? You're inside control, Buddy Boy pushes your head down, you end up in a triangle and locked down towards the end. And they can be attacking for the Kimura from there. I think what you've got to take forward, if I was in the corner of Art of War right now, I would say, Je demande pour tu. Est-ce que tu vas sorry, I actually can't say what I'm going to say in French, but I will say this. I would be saying, calm down, lock in. You've got some good grappling skills. You're jumping for the right finishes, but make sure that you maintain top position and you maintain control. Because Daryl is bigger, it seems. I think he's bigger through the middle. Honestly, I think he's walked in heavier today, and he's ready to drop his weight down on you.
Excellent,
and
definitely.
just grind out a victory here, or smash you up when he's on top in mount. So that standing guard was not good.
No.
You know? When he stood up in Fabio's guard and rained down punches, that is the thing that you've got to start avoiding. So you got to keep those feet on the hips no matter what happens, Fabio, and be able to push him away.
Exactly, keep him away. Maybe we've mentioned already, Daryl.
But then again, all right, and I'm not saying anything because I think Daryl's got a good physique too, but good way to parlay this. But I think physiques are deceiving.
See now a different start to this round.
Yep.
A little bit standing up. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how both guys go standing.
It did totally offer it. Oh, and Daryl waiting in forward with those punches. We didn't get to see that in the first round. How did the striking game work out? We went right back to the grappling.
Straight to the ground, wasn't it? Straight to the ground.
Nice lead.
Some good strike, good overhand.
Lead kick. Yeah. Side kick there.
Yeah, some good skills coming out. Well, both guys seem to be feeling the effects of the first round. A lot of grappling.
Arms are a little bit low.
Yeah.
Yes, that left kick landing to the body there, Glenn. That's what I'm talking about. Because you will land 5 of those maybe, but you've taken so much out of the fighter.
I mean, Fabio's hands are very low though.
Yes,
He's very low hands.
And he's coming forward. There was a sharp knee.
Some good shots coming in from Daryl.
Here we go. Daryl's really ferocious there when he gets inside on you. He's got to be looking for that then. He's got to be looking for collar ties and getting inside. Fabio wants to keep it on the outside.
He's breathing quite heavy.
Fabio wants to keep it on the outside and keep landing that kick.
Oh, that's a good right hand from Fabio. I think Daryl's bleeding now as well.
Yeah, a little bit from the nose.
Both guys are bleeding from the nose.
There you go. We get, I guess the handicaps equal themselves out, but Daryl presses him against the fence and starts landing right hands. I'm excited here. Now this is the position he did so much damage in the first.
Good kicks to the leg.
Boom, he's really loading up with that right hand. Let's see if he can land it. He's got to look for it. This is...
Fabio needs to do something. He's sitting there taking the kicks.
He's on the single. And he,
straight to
without being able to get the hips out, he wasn't able to base, and he ends up being on the bottom.
I think this is going to be good news for Fabio.
Yeah, this is the killer when it comes to A class, a mounted position. This is the whole ethos of Roger Gracie's jiu-jitsu is to make sure that you get on top, you maintain top position, you pass to a very vulnerable position like mount or the back. And this is where you can really finish fights. And it's true across the board.
He's getting his strikes going through as well. His strikes going through.
And as a guy who wrestled for a long time, jiu-jitsu is what gives you this type of control.
Definitely. It's all about the jiu-jitsu.
No, of course. We got to do other stuff too. We got to give props to other things. But we will do that as the night wears on, Glenn.
I said I think Fabio needs to get him out of this position. He needs to get out of this position. I said Daryl's doing really well at controlling him. I said Fabio's just lying there. He's taking a lot of shots. But he needs to shrimp out of there, get that leg in, at least get himself to half guard, but he's not doing it.
He's concerned about the shots right now. He's holding on top. He can't form that frame to really snake out effectively. He's rolling. Yeah, he's caught the leg.
Nice.
He ends up on top. That was will. That was sheer steel will.
That was
I don't care what you can bench press, what you can squat or deadlift, man. If you can do that, when a guy is on top of you who is obviously got a real middle heavy, like he's got a lot of force was needed to roll that, and that was a brilliant way of ending that round. But I still give it to Daryl.
Yeah, I'd say Fabio's 2 rounds in the hole, Steve. He's going to have to come out. He's going to have to.
This is what you have to do. Yeah, you've got to turn it around.
Word blazing.
And I don't know. I think I love this sport because there's so many different ways for it to end.
Yep. MMA is the way. I mean, I've done a lot of sports in my time, Steve. But yeah, MMA. Wish I'd found this earlier in life. Wish I'd found it earlier.
Sometimes my students ask me about it, and I say I think it's the purest sport. I think it has something to it that gives you a type of calm and quiet. And even though these guys are amped up and ready to rock and roll, they're so laser focused that it's kind
gladiatorial, man. Gladiatorial. That's what it is.
It's an art form in its own, isn't it?
Yeah.
Clean up the blood.
2 guys Two guys going into the cage, trying to rip each other's head off, but shaking each other's hands. In around. All right, so we're in the final round of this fight.
Sorry? Who am I calling? Daryl's really tipping it. Unless he can pull something out at the end.
He's going to have to really go for it.
Like, the only thing he's landing on consistent is
All right, so Fabio, I'd say, is probably 2 rounds in the hole. He's bleeding from the nose, but Daryl's coming out strong still. Nice little trip from Daryl there. That's where Fabio don't want to be. If Daryl can go repeat round 2, get a bit of a mount going on, some sort of ground and pound strikes, I'd say it's probably Daryl's. So I said he's Daryl's controlling this fight nicely. So Fabio's going to have to come back from this, but it's not looking good so far.
Again, really, oh, that was good technique too. Okay.
Man, I wish I had a Canadian accent or an American accent or something. I feel like
what?
This sound like Dan Hardy on like UFC at
this
the
is
moment.
good though.
Like,
This is showing our international brotherhood.
Exactly.
I think we just fought out there in the Americas because we were bored, right? We didn't have cities. You know, you're out in the middle of nowhere in the village. All right, you should be landing. This is like I'm saying. Remember what I'm saying. The knees to the body from side control.
To the body.
This is optimal.
That's gonna hurt.
Keep
That's
that left hip down, Daryl, and just start raining those right ones in. Even if you land a few of them up into the lats.
He's won this fight at the moment. He's winning this fight.
You gotta look for the finish.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta look for the finish, and I think he is. But there you go. There's a little cheeky lock down there.
He doesn't want to gamble too much because he doesn't want to lose. Obviously, he doesn't want to come in and lose it.
Stuff. Quarter guard. That'd be interesting. If that could be played up, and he passes into mount. But you're so tired at this point.
Yeah.
You know, you've had lots of people, and remember, he willed himself from this very position towards the end of the second round where he should have been exhausted, so he could do it again.
Exactly.
He could really power up. Power levels over 9,000.
Kamehameha.
Let's see. I'm sure we'll see something like that very soon.
Well, unfortunately,
the sheer mental fortitude it takes to continue on right now. Like, Buddy Boy's on top of you. He punches you a couple times. You can even turn and tap out right now. But you're in there. You're ready to go. You are charged up.
Heart of the warrior.
Because this is what you've wanted for weeks. You've wanted this. You've wanted the test, and you know there's a chance that you'll lose. And that's...
And every guy that steps in that cage,
the
got
beauty of it is
100% respect for them. 100% respect for them. You and I both been there. It takes a lot of dedication, a lot of hard work in the gym.
When he rotates up, he's able to get out and slide out. But he ends up in a very deep arm in guillotine. It's hard. It would be hard to finish that. Yeah, big knees. He's firing those up. He's getting a lot of good range of motion on that knee up. Everyone's enjoying that. Oh, sneaky. That was sneaky. That was a good knee.
And Daryl's finishing this fight strong.
There's 10 seconds
to go.
He landed some knees to the thighs.
Yeah, both
all 3 rounds he ends in a very dominant position.
Yeah. I'm going to give that fight to Daryl. Good performance by Daryl.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, I think we have Pete Basin versus Louis Wandoa.
Oh, man, I want to see AKA Ryu Jiu-Jitsu. How much fun would we have had commentating on someone from Ryu Jiu-Jitsu?
Hello. No color, not right now. Yes, this would be interesting.
Right. Wait, here's the result.
No, actually, sorry.
Unanimous decision.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, no surprises there.
You know,
well done to both guys. That was awesome.
Some people complain about the judging in MMA, and I don't find the judging to be overly horrible most of the time.